Well, hi everybody. Turns out I completely forgot to record the audio for the first half of this. So we're coming back in with a voiceover to try to do my best to catch it up because by the time I had realized it, I had already cash stuffed a bunch of envelopes and done a bunch of math. So we're just going forward. So hello, welcome to February. So we are talking about prop money because I am a digital budgeter, but I do use prop money for my variable funds and my sinking funds just to help keep myself accountable. And also, my ADHD brain loves the props. It's fun to put fake money into envelopes and count it up and all that stuff. So, we are talking about this being the first paycheck in February. I am a digital budgeter. I use my iPad to keep track of everything. So, we are going to get into it. First thing we're going to do is unstuff our flexible category spending from the last paycheck in January. So previously I had a buffer of $75. Going forward, I'm actually going to reduce that down to $50 because this paycheck was just skirting the line of what I had planned because at my job it's slow in the wintertime. So we tend to get sent home early. So that said, I will be moving that forward. And because it's so close and I still want to stuff my sinking funds, I'm not going to automatically put this money into my 100 envelope challenge. We're going to set it aside just to make sure that I can fully stuff my sinking funds. So, um, uh, more talking. Now we're getting into it. All right. So, from my personal spending, I didn't actually go get my hair cut, so I have a bunch of money left. So I have $45 left from that one. Um, for fast food, I had $9 left over. There that is. And then for the kids, they have $1 left over. And then in my buffer, I had $53 left over, um, which, like I said, we're going to put $50 buffer back in there and then figure out what to do with the rest of that money. Get everything organized. Looks good. Nice job. Okay, so pulling out the $50 for the buffer. And then the rest of that I'm just going to set aside for now because, like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do as far as the 100 envelope challenge compared to my sinking funds. So we're just going to set that aside for now and talk about that some more, how we're going to set that aside. Oh my gosh. Y'all, make sure you're recording the audio when you start your videos. I don't know if this has happened to anybody else, but my God. What a mess. Oh, okay. It's okay. We're making it work, right? All right. So now I'm putting my $50 into the buffer and closing that back up. Setting this money aside. It's so strange because there's not even like the sound of the money. Like it's probably creepy because there's no sound at all. Anyway, counting money, setting it aside. Good job. Okay, so now we're going to get back into my budget. So, get into the screen recording here, February. So all of my bills from the previous paycheck have posted. So I have all those checked off. So then this time we are looking at all the pink dots, which is the first paycheck for February. There's not a lot going on because I am paying the mortgage out of this paycheck, and that tends to be a huge chunk. So it's not that impressive. No spend, not going great. There's not as many piggies on there as I would hope to see, but going forward, I am hoping to change that because I am manifesting a mindset that I no longer spend on my credit card. I'm going to get it paid off to zero, and then I'm just going to sit on it for emergencies. So that is one of my goals, is to get that paid down. I did get a check for the overpayment I made on my Discover loan that I paid off with the HELOC. So I immediately put that onto my credit card balance to help pay that down. So hopefully in the next, probably not this paycheck, but hopefully the next paycheck, I'll be able to finish getting that paid down to zero, and then we'll continue to not spend on that credit card. Okay, gonna get into the math. So I got my total from work and then the rollover amount. Um, I don't I don't remember what I'm talking about here with my little hands so flaily. Probably talking about how my paycheck was just barely enough to cover what I had budgeted, but luckily I had a lot, not a lot, but I had some set aside from the rollover. So let's do some math. So we've got the 1259.73, 113.99. All right, which gives me a grand working total of 1373.72. All right, and then a lot of these bills this month are all rounded numbers. The only one that's not is the Spectrum. The rest of them I round up. The $100 goes to our mutual grocery fund. $35 is what I set aside every paycheck for the kids' allowance. And then the Spectrum bill, and then the mortgage. And then I confused myself because I was doing my math ridiculously. So we stopped doing math ridiculously, wrote my numbers down, and then do the math. Girl, I swear. Okay. So the total bills is pretty much right where I thought it was, minus 1 penny because of the Spectrum. Um, And then going forward, I usually don't bother with the cents at that point because everything going forward from here is a rounded dollar amount. So, as far as the budget is concerned, the pennies don't matter. But when I do my expense tracking, like when I keep track of the actual transactions, I always include all the pennies because it gets confusing for me if I'm like, wait, it's a dollar short or gets confusing. So now I've got about 250 to work with, which is $50 more, which is great. And then we're going to get into cash stuffing my flexible categories with my prop money. I got to stop calling it fake money because while it is fake money, it represents very real money. So I'm going to make a point to try to call it prop money because it is just a prop. But it does represent real money. So here I am stuffing my flexible spending envelopes, $25 for personal spending. We're not going to worry about a haircut this pay period because it's just not going to happen. $25 for fast food, which it's a work weekend for me, so I'll probably be getting the kids some fast food lunch one of these days. The children get their $25, and that goes towards whatever little things they might need. Sometimes I'll take the fast food lunch out of that money just because, and then that's the $50 buffer. And then I'm going to go ahead and put their $35 allowance fund in because at the end of the month, depending on how much is left over after I pay them out, I put that into sinking funds. So that's just a way for me to keep track of that. And that would be the flexible categories for now. So good job, me. And there's more to talk about, apparently. I don't know what, though. Okay. Oh, y'all, I highly do not recommend trying to do it this way, where you go back, try to remember what you were talking about. Oh, I'm probably talking about how I don't have a envelope for gas because I always put $25 in my tank. Because that just works out to be the perfect amount to get me through payday to payday. Unless I have like somewhere to go, then I'll need more. So now I'm going to write those numbers down. Numbers. And then I'm not going to put anything in the envelopes, in the 100 envelope challenge for now, just because it's going to be cutting it close. And I want to make sure that I can do sinking funds. So I'm just going to go ahead and put all that money back. So just off camera, you can't see it, but I've got all my prop money in like a little divider thing. Super fun. Feel like a banker. It's like playing Monopoly, but, I don't own any property. Well, I do own property, just not put that money back. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and stuff our sinking funds. So, first I'm going to talk about how we do math. So I have about $150 left over. And if I want to fully stuff my sinking funds, it comes to $142. So that is perfect. I actually have enough, despite this paycheck being a little close. I'll still be able to fully fund or fully stuff my sinking funds, which is awesome. So let me get those back out and hang in there with me, guys. There's only a few more minutes of having to do the voiceover audio. I've got my dividers that I made for the water bill because it's quarterly. And apparently I am easily confused. So I'm getting out the $12 for second quarter. And sticking that in there. And then I decide, wait a minute, this is going to be, I'm going to have to go back and math. And that's confusing. So let's just, hold on now. Let's, give me back my $12. Yeah, no, you can't have that yet. And then we're actually going to go ahead and get out the old split screen, and I'm going to update my sinking funds trackers at the same time that I am stuffing the envelopes, just because that will make life easier. So, okay. I'm going to scooch the screen so I can see both parts and still have room to write. These are the only times that I wish I had a bigger iPad than the mini, but it's so rare. The mini is such a great size for me because I feel like I can, fits on my desk. It's not overwhelming. I can take it with me wherever I need to go. And it has, everything right there on it. I had a bigger iPad and returned it within a month because I just thought the mini was going to be a better fit for me. So let's keep going. So I've got my deposit, putting the $12. So I'm going to get everything out, and we're just going to condense down bills as I go. I know a lot of people will do a separate video for their cash condensing, and I get it because I don't want my folders getting so thick that my little binder doesn't close, because right now I have everything in one. What do you guys think? Do you love to see it? Do you love to see fake bills getting turned into other fake bills, or should I just keep doing it this way? It takes a little bit longer to do it this way on a video that already kind of gets long, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet. All right. And we're still cash stuffing, doing math. Awesome. Okay. Quarter two, check. All right. So we're going to go ahead to third quarter. That one is getting 15. $15. And then I do the math. 66. Pull it out to make sure that I can't condense anything. I think this is about when I realized that my microphone was off the entire time. Yeah. Hang in there, folks. You're going to get live audio soon. All right, so we're going on to quarter four. Same process. And yep, so we're just going to switch out some of these bills because now I should have $47 for there. Grab another one. Beautiful. All right. And that's all the water. So that's perfect. Moving on to car maintenance. This might be the moment that I realize, yep, oh my God, no audio this whole time. Lord. Okay. Okay. I just realized I did not have my microphone on the whole time. So we're going to just probably voice over the first half because I'm 15 minutes in and I've already done cash stuff and I don't think I can do it again. I don't want to go backwards and do it again. Ah, oh my goodness gracious. Anyway, where are we? So we're just going to keep going from here and I will backfill in. All right. So car maintenance is getting 35, 20, 35. Math. Okay. So that's going to make this 121. Change out some of these bills. Okay. 121 for car maintenance. Okay. Next up, we've got car registration, which just gets $10. Makes that easy. Okay. Back to school gets $20. Makes that 59. Okay. I cannot believe I did not record the audio on the first half of this. Oh my God. Oy, oy, oy. All right. Birthdays gets 15. Makes that 45. That's easy enough. All right. I know some people will do like their bill exchanges in a separate video. I might do that just because I feel like this gets long and then there's like a lot of quiet time while I do mental math. Nobody likes that, right? Okay. Halloween is getting 14. Don't judge. 42. Excuse me. And so we're just going to put in 42. Emergency fund, we're not going to do anything with that for now. And then we are going to go back. Quarter one water is getting $10. Again, it's at the bottom because I just paid it, so it's low priority, which means it's not due for a whole nother year. So if I don't have enough in sinking funds, I can always come back and bulk that up when the time gets closer. So let me just flip back. Okay, so we'll flip back now. And amazingly, I was able to do all of these, meet my goals. Whew, I was worried I was not going to have enough to fund sinking funds because of that paycheck being right on the line. But adjusting my buffer back to $50, I think, helped get her done. That was the 142. So I have $8 left. I'm actually going to go ahead and put that on the credit card. Seems like a small amount, but every little bit is less interest that I have to pay and is closer to getting that card paid off. So I know $8 feels like nothing, but we're doing it anyway. Okay, so all of these are stuffed full now, and the numbers are numbering, the math is mathing, everything is getting paid, and I think we're all set for this paycheck. So oh, we made it. How's everybody doing? Is winter kicking your butt? I'm going to be sore later today from shoveling snow. Thank God it was light. Thank you so much for joining me on our first paycheck of February. I'm looking forward to seeing how things progress. Hopefully, next paycheck will be a little bit over my guesstimate amount and we can put a little bit extra on the Capital One card. But I'm excited to see how this is going. I'm bummed we don't have anything in the 100 envelope challenge, but I think getting that credit card paid down, well, I already paid a big payment on it. Strike that, reverse it. We're going to keep making progress. So $8, let's put it in our savings. Let's put it here. So I'm going to grab out $8. See, budgets are living things. You get to change your mind all the time. Okay, so we are going to put in $8 into the savings challenge. Go, kid, go. Oh my goodness, that's a tight little fit. Get it. Okay, so now we have another. So we're going to do some updates then. You know what? I feel good about that. I'm happy about that. And I'm glad I did it. So let's actually get back in here and make some adjustments real quick. Not that. This one. And yep, that changes it here. So $8 in there. That 108. Oh man. 250 times 108. I should be able to do that in my head. 142 matches our 142 over here. 142. 2. Oops. Okay, and since we are zero-based budgeting, that all works out. So every dollar has been given a job. Some of those jobs changed at the last minute, but every dollar has a job. We did some progress here. Let's pop into my savings challenge and make sure we update this. Okay, so I'm going to grab this guy. We're going to fill in our number 8 and then update this. You know what? I'm happy I did that. That feels good. That feels good. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for bearing with me. Sorry about the sound snafu in the beginning. We will get that all sussed out. Let me know if you're having any questions. If you're using my worksheets and they're working for you, let me know. I'm so happy I've heard some feedback that people are using them and they're working, and I love that. I was thinking about putting a bundle together and listing it on Etsy just in case you don't want to go through and have to download and assemble your own budget planner. I would do it pretty much just like mine, but have all the pages there so you don't even have to like copy and paste. It would just be for the whole year, or maybe it would just be the bundle so you can copy and paste as you need. I don't know. If I do it, it's going to be super cheap because, again, I don't think you should have to spend a lot of money to start focusing and getting a handle on your money. So, if you guys are interested in that, let me know. I'm also going to try something new for March setup. Instead of doing like a talkie video, I don't know. There's something I love the scratch of my stylus on my iPad. So, I think I'm going to do like an ASMR lo fi plan with me for next month. So let me know what you guys think of that. If you made it this far, thank you so much for being here. Hit me up with a dollar sign in the comments just so I know that you stuck with me the whole time. And again, thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions or you have any struggles that you want to talk about or any successes that you want to brag on, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.